a certain NBC News journalist broke the story that Rick and Morty creator Justin Roiland was charged with felony DV charges. Now, again, charges, but that didn't stop her. After exclusively reporting it, she wondered why the entertainment industry was doing nothing about this. She kept on it until finally, Adult Swim, Hulu, all of them removed him from his own shows. Well, last night, guess what happened? Justin Roiland was cleared. The charges were dismissed. He's made a statement, and we have to talk about this. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. And look, I don't want to bury the lead here. Justin Roiland, charges were dismissed. He then slammed all the horrible lies that were reported about me. This is huge, guys. If you follow these cases, if you believe in due process, even if you don't like Justin Roiland, even if you don't like Rick and Morty, we have to have the same energy when someone is able to prove that they are innocent. If they're declaring they're innocent and the DA has all this evidence, which they did, and they could not prove that anything happened, we must move on. Now, she can say whatever she wants. I don't know what happened. This case was sealed. This is a Jane Doe. We don't have a lot of information. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily mean he's innocent. Something may have happened. He may have pushed her as he was trying to get out himself. So many things could happen that we can't just jump into a kangaroo court or a social media mob to destroy people's careers, which is what happened here. Above all, we must follow the presumption of innocence. Proof beyond a reasonable doubt. The presumption of innocence until proven guilty means that the burden of proof is always on the government to satisfy you, the defendant, is guilty of the crime which he or she has committed, be charged, behind a reasonable doubt. This is so important, guys. Not to defend men, not to defend anybody, it's to defend you, everybody. This protects us for people going out there, powerful people, to then just make a charge and you're in jail for the rest of your life. This is how the system works. Due process is important above anything. It is. It is. You do need proof on these things. But Kat didn't need proof on this. When she broke this story back in January as an exclusive NBC News exclusive cancel piece. Guys, this is important. Please help me get the word out in this video. Before I even continue, I just reiterate, if you're here and you're still watching and you're as surprised as I am, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for all alerts, but more importantly, smash the like button right now and engage down below on how furious you are in these comments. Or are you not? Share your comments down below. I want this discussion to continue because this blows my mind that this man had to deal with all this. And they want to say cancel culture doesn't exist, blah, blah, blah. Even if he gets some of his jobs back, you can't tell me that this doesn't cause emotional stress, damage, etc. on a person when they lose everything and they are painted as someone that they're not. That's damage. That is trauma. You don't get to tell Kat that he doesn't get trauma when he's wrongfully accused just because you believed it. You believed someone. We do need to believe women. We do. That means we need to hear them out. We need to hear it, take it seriously, get the evidence, and that's what happened here. Let's go through what even Kat reported. As she said here, and the attorneys even made it clear, the attorney for Roiland said this case isn't my client's innocent, and this case will be dismissed. We look forward to clearing Justin's name and helping him move forward as swiftly as possible. But NBC News obtained the criminal complaint, which charges with felony, DV. Look, it wasn't good. False imprisonment, yada, yada, yada. NBC was the first to publicly report on this case, so give us credit. We are the first to try to cancel Justin Roiland. So we don't even know what it is. It's an incident that occurred about January 19th of 2020 against an anonymous Jane Doe who was dating Roiland at the time. That's all we got. That's all we got. Now, there was a bond charged, and I guess he was served, he wasn't allowed to be near her. He couldn't talk to the person. There was a protective order, but all this is standard. It's a standard on a serious charge, and they took it seriously. Details of the case, including police body camera footage, police reports, investigative reports, medical reports, recordings of interviews, are currently being withheld from the public under a protective order. Affidavits in support of Roiland's arrest is also sealed. So all this stuff we didn't even know. Kat hasn't seen any of this. None of us have, but she immediately jumps to condemn this man. Look at how she does this. Over the past 3 years, as the DV case has inched along, without anybody knowing any details, his career has progressed. He released an NFT art collection, which sold for millions. He released another project. He sold his first painting. He also co-created a new show, blah, blah, blah. He's behind another show. How dare he's got his video game company. The way that this is all written, while this charge loomed, he still progressed his career. Are you implying that he shouldn't be able to live his life and have a career while a charge looms? You're just condemning him from the start, believing the woman, even though you haven't even read the data. This is how biased the journalism is. This isn't journalism. This is scary stuff. So what actually happened? What actually happened? Well, I just want to reiterate, Katz tweeted this too. This was pushed by the whole media. Why aren't the networks saying anything? Silence from his TV partners as these charges, they won't comment. Like, this is scary stuff. The entertainment industry just pushed him out over charges that were now dismissed. Rick and Morty creator slams the horrible lies reported about me. So here's what happened. Rick and Morty creator has been cleared of DV charges. Boom, gone. Kimberly Edds, spokesman for the Orange County District Attorney's Office, said in a statement, "We dismissed the charges today as a result of having insufficient evidence to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt." Roiland took to social media to drop his own thing, and man, it's a doozy. Here it is. I want to get you this. Justice. I've always known that these claims were false, and I never had any doubt that this day would come. I'm thankful that this case has been dismissed, but at the same time, I'm still deeply shaken by the horrible lies that were reported about me during this process. Most of all, I'm disappointed that so many people were so quick to judge without knowing the facts, based solely on the word of an embittered ex trying to bypass due process and have me canceled. That it may have succeeded, even partially, is shameful. However, now that the legal case has ended, I'm determined to move forward and focus both on my career, creative projects and restoring my good name. So here you go. I mean, bravo. I got to be on justice for Justin here because, well, look, I've heard things about him, but it doesn't matter. Whether people need to separate someone's being an a-hole or a jerk from being a criminal. Those aren't the same things. You don't have to support him. You don't have to like or watch Rick and Morty. Those are all your choices. But to condemn someone on social media is cancel culture. To condemn them and push a mob to destroy someone's life, to take away the shows and things that they've created, that's just not okay. That is wrong. And yes, that's cancel culture, and it exists today. Now, even if he gets his job back or whatever, it doesn't mean he didn't suffer. It doesn't mean he didn't have severe trauma from this experience. Having a month or 2 months or a year of it is still bad. That means cancel culture exists and is not okay. Imagine you don't know. I've been there. I know what it's like when you're charged with something you didn't do. And then the whole world believes you. It is trauma, a massive trauma. Doesn't mean you can't rebuild and recreate and try to do anew. Become the Phoenix. You can. I'm proud of myself for getting to a point where I'm at now. But doesn't mean I didn't go through severe trauma. Doesn't mean that others won't as well. Now, there's still stuff out there about Justin. Let's be clear. I don't know the guy. I'm going to support him now because, again, I believe in due process and innocent until proven guilty. There are text messages that are allegedly out there, but we don't know if they're real. I've looked so deep to figure out, has anyone actually confirmed the authenticity of these texts? Are they real? But that's, of course, all his critics. That's where they go. Okay, well, what about the whole blah, blah, blah? What about that, man? And to be fair, it's a fair question. I wish he would just sort of, admit like, no, this is nonsense, or, own up and be like, yeah, I'm an edgy guy. And that's the reality here. It's like, I wasn't doing anything with these people. I just talked, R-rated or actually with these people. I'm not okay with that. Like personally, if someone's 16 and they're getting those messages from the creator who's older, yeah, that skeeves me out. That would be a reason why I wouldn't want to support the guy. But as we learned with the case with Steven Tyler, it's at the age of consent. 16 is in a lot of states still, which is disturbing on its own. And that's a whole separate discussion and battle. The end of the day is like, is he a criminal? Did he do something? That's what I got to go up on it. And so far I've had no reliable agency has confirmed those text messages that are out there. But yes, there are some text messages out there that I don't like them. I don't like the way he's talking. But at the same time, it's like, it's weird. I've talked to some people as I've debated this, like that's his brand. He pushes the boundaries. Rick and Morty is not a brand you can go say, oh, it's a PG Disney brand, and how dare he be a little edgy or speak inappropriately in the office or do this and that. That's the brand they bought. That's Rick and Morty. That's why he's an easy target. So I got to be fair on this. I would be a hypocrite if I'm not. I don't see any evidence of any crimes. I don't yet. There's some stuff I've seen that I don't seem to like. But again, we have to be better and not just jump to judge and condemn someone and have them lose their livelihoods because of a tweet or a random screenshot. We don't know the context. We don't see the full conversations. There's so much stuff that you got to take into account. Just over one word of someone who's bitter. Man, we have a society have become so obsessed with just condemning people and making it become our identity and just destroying people's lives. And then social media, a lot of people are lonely or bored or angry. maybe sometimes justified, and they rally together to just hate and destroy. And some people even accuse me of like, oh, well, Andy, you did that with Amber. I'm not still reporting about her. What she did was horrific, and it was news, and she kept lying about it. It wasn't even like this was some personal thing that we're like every day posting about. No, it's just like at a certain point, we all have to be better and realize, let's stop harassing somebody. And the way they're harassing Justin after this whole thing was despicable. And a lot of people out there should be ashamed of themselves. They jumped to condemn this man. And now the reality is the DA, after all the evidence they had on hand, yeah, we can't prove this happened. Now, again, I want to stress, look, we should believe women, but we need to believe everybody. Believing women means hearing them out, taking it seriously, looking in towards the case. And that's what it looks like they did here. So at the end of the day, I got to say, I'm team Justin, justice for Justin Roiland. How dare they cancel all his shows? This is deplorable. It'll be fascinating to see what happens. Will he try to pursue and will Hulu or anybody else come forward and say, all right, well, now that these cases are dropped, we've spoken to Justin. We feel comfortable. We've reinstated him, whatever happens. I will be following this closely, as should you, but please ring the bell in this case. And how dare Kat condemn this person? Yet another example of her just jumping to believe someone and destroying someone's career and having no care about it whatsoever. And it's still up to by the time I've recorded this, has said nothing. And I'll end you with this, with Justin Roiland's Twitter bio. I'm not interested in being told who I am, how I feel, or what I think, by people who don't know me. That's why I'm rarely on Twitter anymore. Well said, dude. And after this, I imagine he won't be on even more, because that's what Twitter is. Everybody telling you that someone did, their intent, their goals, that they're malicious, that they were out to destroy, that they're doing it again. It's sickening out there. And Twitter is a cesspool. It is a cesspool. Elon Musk has not helped at all. It's worse than ever. So be careful out there for your mental health. If you don't like someone, just stop engaging. Move on with your life. People, leave Justin Roiland alone at this point. You don't have to watch. You don't have to watch. But I'm going to support him because this is horrific. To know that he lost everything, and now that the charges are in fact dismissed, I had to make a video about it. I had to get it to you. And how dare you, Kat, for jumping on and condemning the way you did. You didn't report this story fairly. You didn't report it. He may be a jerk for all we know later. I don't know. But at the end of the day, due process matters. Innocent until proven guilty, unless you're Kat Dembarge. If you want to make sure you get stories like this, you want to help get this story out, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for alerts, but more important, smash that like button, that thumbs up, and leave a comment to help the engagement of this story. Get it out there. Not a lot of people are going to report on it. Make sure you help. Support our coverage, support our channel. We'll be live today covering Gwyneth Paltrow, day 3. Oh my God, yeah, we're doing it again. Come join us. See you guys then. We're there now. Click that video on the left. Join us now.